I've chased radar ghosts like I talked about out in the Atlantic Ocean that turned out to be nothing, but I've also chased some that have turned out to be something. Small orbs and small cylindrical objects. I've seen many of those, so the fact that we could be testing those, it doesn't come as a surprise to me.
We've seen class 1s and formations up to 22, 23, flying in different flight formations.
So he's talking about class 1. Now he's got 9 different classes, but maybe this one that he's talking about could be the early version, that class 1 version that was designed by Lockheed Martin. And briefly I want to talk about how Lockheed could have acquired these. So let's say there was some crash site that they got access to. From my view, it would be like upgrading from props in World War II to F-22 fighter jets overnight. It'd be thrilling and complex, and those challenges would be insane. Likely the biggest challenge would be, hey, don't accidentally kill yourself in this new UAP because you thought the F-22 handled like the P-51. You would just totally have to change your whole strategy for engineering and piloting, and who knows, the advanced tech probably doesn't even have humans in it, since those forces that we've seen the Tic Tacs pulling would likely not be survivable to the human body. So with our current understanding of physics and the current technology, could it even happen? Could pilots actually even be inside of these things? So it looks to me from that class 1 that, yeah, maybe there could be a pilot inside of that thing, but also the way that it moves and changes direction could be totally disorienting. But that class 1, that could be the prototype. Maybe it's a basic capsule testing anti-gravity basics. So I picture that 40-foot Tic Tac shell, no wings, and those patents from Lockheed Martin that could suggest high-frequency gravitational waves, warping space-time, reducing effective mass to near zero. From the cockpit, I'd feel like I'm cheating gravity. No thrust needed, just falling in any direction that you choose. And the key would be being able to control the speed and direction of the fall. And that seems to be the case with this initial Class 1 Tic Tac video. And from the F-18's targeting pods, flying up to 80,000 feet and then a second later, hovering just above the ocean. This screams the ability to control the vehicle very well, even if that was just prototype 1. And then version 2 would be upping the ante with plasmoid tech. So Lockheed patents describe field reverse configurations. Plasma toroids that create a bubble essentially shielding from air resistance. So the Tic Tac shape shifting, maybe that was a change in color, a white to a purple glow as the plasma heats up. Like Fravor saw, maybe that's what was happening. Maybe it was heating up and cooling down. Is it suspicious? Yeah, for sure. And then version 3, what I like to call the cyber beast mode. It'd be integrated with different sensors, maybe psionics for mind control piloting. However, the rapidly advancing field of neurotechnology, specifically brain-computer interfaces or BCIs, that's exploring methods for individuals to control vehicles, including aircraft, using their thoughts and brain activity. Brain-computer interfaces and neuropiloting are next level, so could that be what's intertwined into this Class 3? So to me, that Class 3 is very similar to what I saw up at altitude. I've got a full video breaking down that encounter. It was kind of a blob. It almost had glowing edges around the outside. And it was essentially like I was in a video game and it was saying like, hey, fly through this. It had glowing edges around the outside, kind of like that blob. But to me, could that be some sort of a BCI that interprets neural signals to facilitate communication between the human brain and external devices? Or the fact that it's a blob, maybe that means there can't be a pilot inside of this thing, so it has to have BCIs to control it. Because when I had that encounter with that blob type UFO, it looked like it was translucent and transparent in the center. So to me, there was really no place for a pilot to even be. So it would need some sort of a BCI to control it. But for pilots, this could mean controlling aircraft functions through neural commands, potentially enhancing performance and safety. Researchers are studying ways to process neural signals in real time based on pilots' cognitive responses. So to me, it's just the next level. The F-16, the stick is so tight that you can barely feel it moving. So it's essentially like you're connected into it. So is the next level just being able to think about what you're doing? I did feel like I got to the point in the F-16 where I could literally just think like, okay, I'm going to go this direction now, and it would happen. But thought-controlled flight would be the next level. But could that be tech from alien brains? Could it be metamaterials that interface with neural waves? That would be just next level technology. So I think that type of thing would be intertwined into the prototype type 3. Again, just my opinion.